response to Akasha Four, not sure how to pronounce that, and her video entitled "Attend the Memorial, Okay, but do it with respect."
My name's pronounced Akasha, first name Fur, last name, as in like a furry animal, beast, whatever. I think you agreed with me in your first video. I agree with you there. It's just disrespectful, it's counterproductive, and it's not a positive way to express your belief. Now, your second video was about doctrine, okay? Here's the rub.
And in her video, in like the latter half, she asserts that it is not doctrine that is going to bring down false religion, and I imagine that she includes the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society of New York or Pennsylvania Incorporated.
Yeah, I do. As a matter of fact, let me clarify this so you know exactly where I'm coming from. When it comes to false religion, I include every man-made religion. Anything that was started or built on a man's ideals. I don't care if they were inspired by the Bible. That's the problem with the Bible, is that it's all subject to interpretation. Now, anyone can read any book and apply that book to their life. And as long as though that implying it to your life doesn't include telling everyone that there are, as Lucius says, a big pile of shit because they don't believe the way that you do, because they don't see things the way you do, you know, then that's absolutely fine. I have no problem with doctrine. You know, doctrine, like I said, is the belief. I don't care. I don't care how you believe, what you believe Jesus was. I don't care who you believe God is. That's irrelevant. As long as, you know, if it harms none, do as you will. Really. You asked in one of my previous, or one of your, I think that was the first one, the first response that you put out. You don't know, you know, what my beliefs are. First of all, what the hell does it matter? Really. Does it really matter what my beliefs are? I don't do drugs. I don't steal. I don't, you know, commit murder. I am kind to my neighbor. I give everything that I possibly can to the people around me. Does it really matter whether or not I believe in Jesus the way you do or God the way you do? I posted a response to that video, which is my take on God. What I feel about the whole God issue. And basically, and to sum it up, I don't believe you can find real divinity and the truth about where we came from man. And that includes the Bible. God didn't put his little finger down on a piece of paper and say, there's the Bible. Supposedly, he told people what to write in the Bible. Nowadays, in today's world, if people said that an angel came to them and spoke to them and told them, you know, who God is and blah, 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 they'd be put on medication and stuck in the hospital. Regardless of the fruits of that tree, regardless of whether or not that experience that that person had, whether it was produced by a mental defect or by an actual being that came to him and said those things. It's crazy. Okay? So, beliefs, doctrine, it's all subject to interpretation. My point is, who are you to tell me that your interpretation is the one and only way to look at it? God himself, I believe, I'm trying to remember, like I said, I don't do the doctrine thing. I've read the Bible. I grew up one of Jehovah's Witnesses. I was born one of Jehovah's Witnesses. I was baptized, I believe, when I was 15. I can't even remember. Okay? I remember the conversation my dad had with me, what he told me when I was, I want to be the first one you greet as a baptized minister. And if you come out of the water and you realize that you're one of the anointed, don't say anything to anybody. Just, we'll go talk to the elders afterwards. I remember the reason I got baptized was because of a drive to the hall one day. Now this is after I'd expressed to my mother and father that I didn't want to be a part of this religion because I wasn't allowed to get an education. I wanted to be a teacher at the time. I wanted to be an English teacher. And I had gone to the convention, and I saw a drama about higher education and the dangers and the little boy. And I remember sitting there going, I don't think I want to be a part of this if I can't be a teacher. They told me, be a minister, or not a minister, be a pioneer, special pioneer, go to other countries, teach them about God. And I'm like, even then, I knew I didn't think it was right to impose what we believed on these people. If they are happy and good and living their life right, why try to change it? If it ain't broke, don't try and fix it. Really, I understand that you are a Bible scholar. I get that from you. I understand that you've dedicated a lot of your time in your life to studying and reading the Bible, okay? But the fact of the matter is the Bible was written at a time when knowledge about the world was minimal. They still thought the world was flat. They had no real knowledge about the way things work. The biggest danger to religion today is knowledge. It's learning, seeing, experiencing. I mean, when you've got real scientific data that says the earth is greater than 6,000 years old, when you have the fossils and the complete, you know, skeletons of these creatures that lived, you know, so many years ago, and you can carbon date, religion in my mind, and again, this is just my opinion. I'm not trying to impose my opinion on you. I'm just telling how I feel, what I believe, and why I live the way I do. Okay? I believe in what is absolute, what is dependable, see, that's the other thing. God, to me, is the earth. God to me is the universe. God to me is the plants and the air we breathe and the water we drink and the food we eat. And God is everywhere, for lack of a better word to say it. I don't think that mankind has the right to try and force their opinion about who God is. You live well. You do everything you can to be a good person. You don't murder and lie and cheat and steal and blah, blah, blah. You do your best. And that should be what's expected of you. Give back to the earth what you take from it. And that's what humans aren't doing right now. We are taking and taking and taking and taking, and we're not putting anything back, or not enough back. Okay? So when it comes to doctrine, when it comes to the Bible, I agree that the Bible has a lot of really cool ideals in it. And I believe that it's, you know, the 10 Commandments. I really don't know if I could even spout off all 10 of them, even out of order right now. But you're right. If people would follow those 10 Commandments in life, it would be a much better world. But that's a pipe dream. That's not going to happen. It isn't going to happen. So what you got is you got an old government who saw that they had no control over the people. They had no way to govern and keep these people doing what they felt needed to be done to continue society and keep things going. Okay? Out of that is born religion. Out of that is born all of these things. And whether you want to believe it or not, each and every religion that is created by man has roots in the only thing that man knew at the time. And that's, you know, paganism, that kind of ritual. Yahweh to Hell just put out a video about Jesus, and he put one about that whole memorial service and how there's a pagan or a occult practice of passing the bread and the wine, you know, and how it comes from that. It's okay to believe what you believe, and it doesn't matter where those beliefs came from. It doesn't matter, you know, where it originated from. Everyone's trying to prove that. It shouldn't need to be proven. It's fact. It's the truth. It's what's there. It's where we started from. We didn't have an inkling about God when, you know, before all of, you know, the Bible was written and whatever. We did what worked for us. Like the Mayans, they did what worked for them. To the Mayans, you know, things that for us are just horrendous to think of, it kept their lives going. It kept them happy, and it was okay with them.